Most exciting destination in all of northern Wisconsin. LCO Casino Lodge and Convention Center, Hayward. LCO.
Hello, I'm Kimberly, and welcome to the weekend edition of the Navy News Update. It's Friday, July 7th. Many of the stories you hear here can be found at IndianCountryNews.com. And here's the news for today from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. More than 3,000 Indigenous communities in Canada have been added to Google Maps and Google Earth. Steve DeRoy, a member of the Ebb and Flow First Nation in Manitoba, is one of the researchers working on this project. DeRoy and other experts have worked with the Natural Resources Canada and Indigenous communities to compile coordinates and mapping information. The updated sites include First Nations reserve lands, but also treaty settlement lands belonging to Indigenous communities. The Milwaukee Bucks have signed undrafted rookie Bronson Koenig from the University of Wisconsin to a two-way contract. Koenig played 4 years at the University of Wisconsin, appearing in 148 games with 94 starts, while making the Final Four twice in 2014 and 15 and the National Championship game in 2015. As a senior, he played 36 games with 35 starts, led the Badgers in scoring, and made a single-season school record of 103 three-pointers. He finished his collegiate career with the school record of three-pointers made, which was 270. Koenig earned all Big Ten second team and the Big Ten all-tournament team accolades following his senior campaign. Koenig is set to complete for the Bucks' entry in the MGM Resorts NBA Summer League in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hank Oliver was the last member of the Choinumpni tribe to speak its native language fluently, and the death of the patriarch on June 22nd at the age of 91 has left his family and community with the sorrow of knowing they've lost far more than a big and beautiful life. The retired logger and ranch worker was also a musician. He recorded several songs in the 1960s and 70s, including In the Snows of Wounded Knee, which played on the radio until it was banned out of fear it was too radical. As a teenager, his family labored together in the fields of Redley picking grapes. As a young man, he moved to Oregon to work as a logger who also fought wildfires with the U.S. Forest Service before returning to his tribe's ancestral land in Fresno County, California, where he helped his tribe by working to protect sacred sites and teach the native language while living and working on a ranch owned by the United California Citrus. Native American fashion designer Bethany Yellowtail's latest collection was inspired by her time in 2016 at the Standing Rock Water Protectors Camp. She recently debuted her collection at the World of Wonder storefront gallery in Hollywood, California. For what she says is her favorite of the latest collection, Yellowtail collaborated with illustrator Wakea Janae to capture the ledger art style, depicting 7 women of various ages sketched on a long skirt. Yellowtail says the skirt has a deeper meaning. Indigenous people think about their actions today and how they will affect our grandchildren and 7 generations forward. Everything you do affects them, she says. This forward-thinking design is the core of Yellowtail's practice. She makes fashion with a message. Yellowtail says that her design work transcends normal fashion shows because of what we're trying to tell through our clothing and our stories. She uses tradition, history, and her own lineage as a point to create something new and distinct. Country legend Loretta Lynn is said to be recovering well from her stroke she suffered in May, according to her younger brother, Herman Webb. Webb recently told Closer Weekly magazine that she could talk, and Loretta told him that she thought she was going to be okay. He added that Loretta is determined to perform again, noting that music has been therapeutic for his sister. It's all she lives for, he said. The 85-year-old Lynn was in the middle of a tour when she suffered a stroke. All her upcoming shows have been postponed indefinitely, but a date for the Singing Legends Motorcycle and Music Revival has been set, with the event taking place September 28th through October 1st at Hurricane Mills. Lynn's latest LP, Wouldn't It Be Great, will be released August 18th and follows the Grammy-nominated Full Circle. And that's another roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Navy News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me and have a grand day.